Look at me. Study me. When you see me on this stage, who do you think I am? Why do you think that? And what does this say about you? I'm guessing that several ideas may have entered your consciousness when you gazed upon me. Let me play with a few of the concepts I have heard while I've talked to people while wearing this robe. Muslim, woman, uneducated, oppressed, submissive, scary, threatening, terrorist, ISIS, non-English speaker, foreigner, sexual. Savor these for a moment while I tell you a story, a tale really, a tale of two robes. This tale will illustrate the concept of cultural humility. It was about 3 years ago today that my friend and I got dressed up in our burqas and veils and headed to a popular restaurant at a local shopping mall. When we got out of the car and into the place, the crowd parted like Moses parted the Red Sea. I found myself in one of the most socially awkward and stressful situations of my personal life. While we were waiting for the table, we were seated. At that point, the server approached us, was visibly upset, and began to cry. I wondered, how could I comfort her? And why was she moved to tears? I told her she would be okay. I mean, what could I say? There's not a bomb strapped to me? We ordered. During our lunch, 3 pairs of white middle-class women refused the only open table next to us. Interesting, I thought. They won't even sit by us. After lunch, we decided to take a stroll around the mall. During this excursion, a 2 to 3-year-old child saw us, screamed, "Ninja!" and ran back to his mother's loving arms. A group of 5 people who were talking amongst themselves stopped, turned toward us, balled up their fists, and stared us down. I was scared. But the most distressing thing of all was when 2 men gave us the most lurid sexual gaze I had ever seen in my life. I was shocked. I asked my friend, "What the hell was that?" She said, they were just fantasizing. I'm not kidding. Fantasizing? The history of this robe goes back millennia and is worn as an act of pious modesty toward God. In many countries around the world, wearing the burqa and veils is socially normative. And the women I have met who wear these veils are confident, intelligent, goal-oriented, educating, powerful, engaging, and funny. This robe was a gift, and one of the most significant gifts of my lifetime. It was given to me by my friend and mentor out of love, and I wear it with the respect it deserves. But I must say, wearing this robe socially in America is extremely difficult. The fabric is lightweight, but the burden is heavy. Look at me again. Now when you see me on this stage, who do you think I am? I'm guessing that several ideas may have occurred to you when I took off my previous robe and presented myself in this one. Let me take a guess. White, blonde, woman, doctor, professor, educated, employed, determined, and American. This robe is my academic regalia. That's right. I'm a professor of sociology and I work for the College of Business at the University of Nevada, Reno. I graduated with my doctoral degree from the University of Las Vegas about 20 years ago. This robe is heavyweight and is one I worked my butt off to earn. It took me many years of hard work and determination to earn the privilege that comes with this robe. When I wear this robe to commencement and other academic activities, I am welcomed, thanked, and greeted. I'm thanked for educating graduates. The gazes I receive are accompanied with smiles, and hands are outstretched in a gesture of kindness, not balled up, prepared to deliver a death blow. Wearing this robe in American society is much, much easier than wearing the previous robe of burqas and veils. The history of this robe spans back to the 12th and 13th centuries and has evolved from a dress worn by religious clerics. It is thought that the fabric is heavyweight to keep the clergy warm in cold, dark buildings. Men historically wore these robes and still do, but more and more women are earning doctoral degrees, so wear these robes as well. The robe is somewhat heavy and strangles my neck a bit, but it's much easier to wear and there is no burden. The people I meet who wear this robe are also confident, intelligent, goal-oriented, educated, powerful, engaging, and funny. So my tale of two robes is really a story more about you than it is about me. Let me explain. Cultural humility requires all of us to become a student. Cultural humility is a process that is similar to the process that children incorporate when they learn something new in life. It is open, inquisitive, and sincere to learning new knowledge that we didn't have before. It assumes little. Cultural competence, on the other hand, is the current prevailing paradigm. When we engage one another through cultural competence, we attend a workshop on culture, so general, it's almost stereotypical, and at the end, we are given a certificate of completion and are deemed culturally competent. I have taught hundreds of these workshops across our nation. They include student learning objectives, agendas, case studies, lectures, and assessments. This is a very white, traditional American way of teaching people about culture. Cultural humility, on the other hand, is a richer, more meaningful, complex way to learn about culture. It requires us to hold a humble posture, to engage a mentor, to have courageous conversations, and to ask questions just like a child. In my case, cultural humility meant borrowing the robes of another, a deeply stigmatized and misunderstood other in my very own culture, the good old US of A. And I must say, I love this country so much, but I really dislike the way we treat Muslim women. Viewing my own culture beneath the robes of Islam has been a profound, powerful and deeply insightful process that has not only taught me about Muslim women, but it has taught me about Americans in social space. So who you see on the stage now, without either of my robes, is really who I am. I'm just a white, blonde American woman with ancestors from Ireland, the Czech Republic, and Germany. I am the mother of two beautiful girls, aged 17 and 13. I am an author, grant writer, professor, sociologist, Catholic, scuba diver, scrapbooker, friend, sister, and daughter, and doing it all as a single woman. In my tale of two robes, I hope you have discovered that my robes may or may not tell you who I really am. More importantly, they may tell you who you are and determine how you behave toward me.